Well, you just have to appreciate a bit of nostalgia. And the fact that the music seemingly just stops. A bit peculiar, but I suppose that's what you expect from a website that was probably, coded around 2007 and then went defunct around 2010. Very, very short-lived. I have very, very brief memories of visiting the site as a child. Since after this stopped working, I just went to the regular Thomas website. And even now that's shut down because Mattel managed to kill this brand from being a global sensation for 25 years. In a matter of 5 years, they killed it so darn fast. But yeah, there's quite a bit to do. This takes me back. All new Spin Fix Thomas. I got this for Christmas too, so here are the rails. I saw that in theaters. It was actually ages before I saw that movie again, because I got it on DVD years later as a Christmas present from my maternal grandma. What should we do first? It's a bit lonely without any music, I must admit. This is going to make for a rather lackluster video unless I add some music in. But I suppose the first thing, let's hope we just click on the icon. Anything? No? Okay. All new Spin Fix. Oh, hold on, something's happening. Oh, it's playing music again. That's delightful. And by delightful, I mean we already heard this the first time. Yay, copyright my favorite. The Australian flag, I've clicked on that before. I don't know if this is meant to take you to the Australian website, or if this is meant to be the Australian version of the website, or whatever, but I think we'll just start our journey at games. Let's see. Ooh, Whistle and Pete memory game, Remote Control Thomas, and Thomas Action Canyon. Oddly enough, out of all of these, it was only Remote Control Thomas and Whistle and Pete memory game that actually made it onto the main Thomas and Friends website. I don't ever remember Thomas and Action Canyon actually being moved onto the website, so I guess we'll play that one. Rip Adobe Flash Player, but thank goodness this website was not powered by that. Alright. Thomas at Action Canyon. Thomas is headed to Action Canyon, and you get to decide whether the bridge is up or down when he gets there. Press the right arrow and left arrow on your keyboard to move Thomas back and forth. When Thomas gets to the bridge, press the down arrow on your keyboard to drop the bridge. Click here to get started. Pretty sure I can just click anywhere in the box and it'll get started. Yeah, there we go. The chills, the thrills. Oh, we're going backwards. We can't go backwards anymore. Or I guess I'm pressed forwards. Now, people have told me there's ways to break this game. Now, I wonder how is that possible? I want to break things. I don't want to play things nice. Let's break them. Press the down arrow if you want to lower the bridge. Yeah, maybe I'll take your advice. Uh-oh. No. No. What if I don't go through? Oh, no. Well, I screwed that up. Play again. Man, this is just like someone's some college intern's project. I'll say, hey, Thomas, I got red lining on there. Yeah, sure, we'll go for a second time. Why not? How do you break this? I want to break the game. What if I just press back and forth really quickly on the keyboard? No? Nope, we're going away. Don't want to. What if I... Come on. Oh, did I already break it? Oh, you can break it multiple times? Hold on. Hold on, this became interesting. You also... interesting. Okay, so you can break... What if I... Come on. What if... Can I break it midway through puffing? That's my question. Nah, I'll have to try that again. God, I love how Thomas just keeps spinning his poor little wheels even though I'm not actually moving the buttons. So bizarre. I'm surprised they even let you have the option to puff him backwards. Very bizarre. Very interesting. You also have to appreciate too how his wheels, they aren't even spoked or anything, they're just flat 2D discs. This just feels like a Rama Fool video, honestly, from 2011. Alright, we're going to play it one more time, and I want to see if I can break the game. If not, we're just going to move on to somewhere else on the website. I mean, there's only so much you can break in this game. Darn it, I meant to press the button thing when I was going across with Thomas, not before. Oh, hold on. I did that. You all saw that. What? No, come on, do it again. Come on. Do it again. Come on, please. Pretty please. I'm asking you really nicely here for you to do it again. Please. Pretty please with cherry on top. Oh, gosh dang. No, I didn't. No, Thomas, bad. No. No, stop. Ah, dang it. Oh, well. I tried. Play again. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy, old pal. No, we're gonna have to do something else. Besides, I'm sure most of you have probably seen the Action Canyon game. Excuse me, YouTube website. I'm like, yoo-hoo, come on. Work. There we go, back to the... Oh, it's playing the music theme again. How nice, okay. Let's go to activities now. If I recall, it's like coloring sheets and stuff, right? Here we go. Yeah, okay. Activities. Choose from these fun activities. Yeah, all 3 of them. Wow, great going, guys. So much to choose from here. Right. I will say, though, this TrackMaster poster, it's incredible. Look at that. It's a work of art. It's beautiful. I should really print this off sometime or save it to a desktop or just something. I mean, well, look how nice it is. All the special effects and the visual editing they did. A shame the actual Thomas didn't come with a white footplate, but hey, can't have everything in life, I suppose. Alright, what else is this one? I assume this is also Great Discovery themed. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Let's see. Yep, yeah. It's all rocky and stuff, so definitely Great Discovery and all that. It's pre-CGI too, so... Yeah, Ghislaine Thomas, 2007. Yep, there we go. Yeah, nothing much to this. His cab's looking a little peculiar, though, in all his proportions, to be honest, but it is Thomas, nevertheless. Alright, what's this one? Since it said James Thomas Percy and Harold. Well, would you look at that? They're right. I should really just print this off one of these days, just like when I'm ill or tired or something, just color this in for nostalgia's sake. There's a little long-term project for me. Or even recreate this in Roblox. Wouldn't be that hard. I have all the assets. I would need a Herald, though, and I'd have to do the cottage, but I have everything else that I need, so hey-ho, who knows? Maybe you'll see this recreated one day in 3D. Wow, imagine that. Yeah, not much for activities. I can't even consider the poster truly to be an activity, but I digress. Alright, now my question is, do the videos still work? I very much highly doubt so, but you never know. Never know. Adobe Flash Player, demos, commercials, interesting. Spinfix Thomas. That is a shit. Hold on, black screen. Is it loading? Is it thinking about loading? Let's go Thomas, Spinfix Thomas. Dollars to donuts, these are just the same videos that are featured on the TrackMaster website itself, which is still up on YouTube, by the way, after 15 years of not doing anything. So I half suspect the Let's Go Thomas and the Spin Fix Thomas videos that were meant to play here are still up on their YouTube channel after all these years, so nothing quite here left to explore. Although I gotta say, I love how totally Thomas themed this entire website is. The background, the lining, the text, the Steam Cloud, everything. This isn't like website plus Thomas. This is Thomas plus website, you know? HiT really knew how to market the brand. I'll give them credit where credit is due. Let's see, Thomas's friends. Wow, greatest moments with Sir Handel and the Thomas. Wow. Alright, if I click greatest moments, will that take me to greatest moments, or will it just take me to all the engines in general? Oh, it takes me to just greatest moments. Interesting. Goodness, all the new ones. Or I can't scroll. Okay, let's see. Can I click on duck? No? Pretty please? Oh, hello. What's it gonna tell me? Hey, it even gives you like a little... Oh, that's quite nifty and clever. It actually tells you what's in for what you're getting when you click on this, and that's actually quite clever. I haven't visited this website in years. Goodness knows how long. I've, of course, seen the odd clip here and there, someone remark about it on Twitter or YouTube or yada yada yada. But it's been ages since I've actually gone through this website myself. Click on the little gear icon. No, I think it just indicates that it's motorized. Let's see. This special engine was inspired by one of the memorable moments from the Thomas & Friends episodes, when Duck crashed through the wall of a barber shop. He gets a face full of leather, and from the angry barber. It does crack me up so that they decided, instead of giving Duck the brake van, or the van that he was trying to stop, they give him a gray truck filled with shaving cream bubbles, and then just a green empty truck. They're not even so much bad pieces of rolling stock to go with color scheme wise. It all quite goes well together, but it's just a bit silly, I suppose, really. Duncan does it all. A dreadful, dreadful Hera episode, I must say. This special engine was inspired by one of the memorable moments from the Thomas and Friends episodes. It's going to say that for all of these, isn't it? Alright, well, this is probably the last one we read anyways. Duncan is a lively little engine. Fair enough. Who likes to be busy and do important jobs. But when he tries to do too much at once, he learns that all jobs are equally important. Yeah, that's a HiT era bio if I've read one before. What else do they have here, though? As if I don't know. But I'm curious to see when it was posted, since, this website was like, what, 2009? So, yeah, it's got Victor new, Kevin's new. Who else is considered new here? Hero's good as new. Ironic, he's new. Hero good as new. Bah. Okay, we got James Goes Buzz Buzz. That was a new release, which I have too. I don't have the little red caboose thing. I have a black variant and a blue variant, but not the red one that came with James. I mean, half the show is James himself, so ideally they would have included like a red branch line coach or a red express coach, or maybe like a livestock van with like bee crates or something, something related to the actual episode, or even a cattle car that Boko's pulling, but I suppose one can dream. What does it say here after the whole copy and paste bit? When a swarm of bees gets loose in the station, one of them stings James on the nose. I mean, true enough, but there's all this empty space down below. It'd be kind of nice if they actually elaborated a bit more. I mean, yeah, it gets the point across, but it just seems they could have elaborated more, especially for some poor unfortunate uncle or grandma or parent or someone who's trying to buy their kid a Tom with the choo-choo train thing and just want to know what the heck this thing is. Right, what else is there? And not much, really. I mean, this is just all the special engines and stuff. Thomas makes a mess. Honestly, the ones where they gave the engines custom faces, so James Goes Buzz Buzz, Duck and Close Shave, Thomas in a mess. It's brilliant. Or, excuse me, Thomas makes a mess, not in a mess, although both are true at the same time. Let's see, Thomas's friends, engines and vehicles. What are the standard releases they have going on? Let us see. Alfie? Oh, goodness. Oh, yes, the alleged Alfie. So difficult to find. Let's see. Click sets below for more details. Well, where's sets below? Is it like down here? Or I don't know. Where is it? Click sets below for more details. Okay, well, it's about TrackMaster instruction manuals. Where to buy. Let's go, Thomas, and contact us. None of these are click sets below for more details. Unless they literally mean like Jack, for example, is a set and you can buy them individually. I just find the phrasing a bit peculiar. If it'll load, please. Well, would you look at that? It's got a little bio and everything. Jack is the friendliest front loader the island of Sodor has ever seen. Jack loves his job so much and is so eager to please that he often takes on tasks he probably shouldn't. He sometimes has to be reminded of the quarry motto, safety first. They probably had the poor intern who was responsible for this website just like watch Jack's introductory episode, and that was probably them just doing a summary of that. But really, that's more like Miss Jenny Packard's motto than the quarry motto. What else do they have? Engines and vehicles home. I said engines and vehicles home, please, not Alfie. I'm disappointed these aren't in alphabetical order. What even order are these in? So peculiar. It's Hank. So good. Oh, and it's loaded. I didn't realize I clicked on it. Let's see. Hank is the new steam engine on Sodor. Well, new for 2009, perhaps. Not so much anymore. He is bold, big, and bountiful. I thought that said beautiful at first, which honestly accurate. His TrackMaster model is stunning. Hank, in spirit and character, is the all-American steam engine. I mean, accurate. I mean, look at this livery. He has the enthusiasm of cheered leader, the streak of a titan, and the prosperity to be a goofily inappropriate. A pity we never saw any of this in the episode. That would have been nice. At entertainment? He also has the chiseled good looks of a Hollywood hero. I mean, sure, if you want. I don't know. What did Emily or Rosie think? But that's way more information and details we ever got about Hank than we ever did in his actual episode that he appears in. Which is just, so typical for HiT entertainment. Let all the details be known in merchandising, but none of them be known in the episode they actually appear in. I guess the talking engines were new. I mean, yeah, 2009, Hero of the Rails. So you got Thomas, James, and the ever-elusive Flip-Face Hero, who's also talking. Let's go with RC Engines, Birdie, Stanley, Proteus, Terrence, Billy, Rocky, Sir Handel, Spencer, Stepney, Freddie, Duncan, Murdoch, Neville, Emily, Harvey, Duck, Edward, Elizabeth, Bill, and Arthur. I mean, it just keeps going and going and going. Caroline, Dodge, and Ned, and just all from different eras of the show, too. It is disappointing that Mattel cannot do the same thing 15 years later. It really is. It's like, why can't you do this? It was possible for your predecessor. Why is it not possible for you? But hey, let's see what else there is. There's playsets, after all. Accessories and railway playsets. I recommend look at railway playsets first. As much as I may love Build-A-Bridge set, there are things I want to see first with railway playsets. See if they feature all of them or not. Let's see. Ooh, I've not seen that picture before of Thomas at Action Canyon. Spin Fix Thomas, new. It makes me wonder if my parents ever went on this website at all when I was young and little and first getting the TrackMaster. Oh, interesting. Instruction manual, assembly instructions, instruction manual, play instructions, watch the video. They were so thorough. Credit to where credit is due. They really thought of everything. Yeah, there's the bio, better picture, railway playsets home. Thank goodness for this entire website being archived. Ah, interesting. They don't have all the play sets. That is... Excuse me, what on earth is this rolling stock combination? Thomas at Ellsworth Station? Great, Moon back in time. Okay. That is so interesting, though. I'll have to zoom in. But that looks like the new Mighty Max coach. What is he doing masquerading with that? As well as the green brake coach thing. I mean, that's not as quite as, like, random, but... The fact Thomas is paired with the Mighty Max coach is very peculiar. James works it out. I love the snowy background in that. And holiday time in Sodor. Oh, that's a snowy Ellsworth Station? What? Was that their original plan? Was the release halt? Please tell me they got someone. Oh, thank goodness. You can see it slightly better. That is so interesting. A snowy Ellsworth Station. Oh, that would have made for a nice difference from Maithwaite Station. But given the TrackMaster's rather lackluster approach to Ellsbridge, I'm glad they chose to go with Maithwaite. Although it makes me wonder why they chose Maithwaite over Ellsbridge, since Ellsbridge is red and maroon colored, perfectly Christmassy fitting. So interesting. Oh, and on here it says Maithwaite Station anyways. But all the same, very, very interesting that they got Ellsbridge here instead of the typical Maithwaite that was actually released. But yeah, this isn't even a quarter of all the sets that they released, but these would have all been the newer ones at the time. They've even got Nelson at the Quarry, and the ever-elusive Thomas the Wild Ride. Dear Lord, was that thing a pain to find. I spent the better part of a decade looking for that set on eBay. Goodness, so glad to have it, but man, what a pain it was to find. We've spent long enough here, I reckon. There's a few other things down here. I don't believe the Contact Us button works anymore. Yep, that doesn't work anymore. Time to go back to the previous page. Alright, there's Let's Go Thomas. So we'll do these in reverse order, or at least I guess from, what is this, is right to left? So yeah, we'll go right to left instead of left to right. It'll spice things up a bit. Hey, it's just a little... Okay, that's interesting. It's just Let's Go Thomas advertising their model. You know what's interesting? On this packaging, it has the pictures of Thomas and, like, James and, like, Bill. Well, they're all from TrackMaster. They're not, like, the promo art from the show or anything. They're, like, the TrackMaster model straight up, which I find interesting just how, like... It's just, like, just interesting, I suppose. Watch video. Will the video link work? Ooh. Look at the instruction manual. Does that link still work, I wonder? Oh, hello. Oh, the video from earlier, that doesn't work. Well, I did click on the link first to the video, so that makes sense why it took me here instead of taking me to the instruction page. But yeah, so it's definitely the one just still up on their YouTube channel then. He talks, he sings, he chugs along by himself, and he tries to kill Edge trains with a knife. For context, there was a video that went viral years and years ago that was made by Edge Train where this Let's Go Thomas has a knife. It's just a funny video. Chase me. Yep, that was the mode I was using for Edge Train. Chasing Ed with a knife. Let's see. Where to buy TrackMaster? Not anymore. It's discontinued for the best part of 15 years, unfortunately. I stand corrected. Oh, look. Toys R Us. Oh, R.I.P., R.I.P. But they have come back a little bit. Also, North American retailers. Let's see. TrackMaster sets and accessories are available at most major retailers, including those listed below. Please visit your local store for specific item availability. Wait, HiT Shop? I didn't know HiT Toys had a shop. I mean, it makes sense. They had Bob the Builder, Ballerina, Angelina, and so many others. Kmart, that's the one that struggled recently. Meijer, not big a fan of Target. Walmart Canada Corporation, and is that what's that? You are now leaving TrackMaster.com. Click OK to continue or cancel to return to the site. Well, how courteous. I'll click cancel since I want to stay here, please and thank you. AllAboardToys.com. It makes me wonder how many of these big box stores unwittingly just have a warehouse just full of TrackMaster stuff, since that was very common for the times. Like when, for example, when they switched over from HiT Toys to Fisher-Price TrackMaster, there would have been a halt order on all ongoing products for Mattel's various reasons, for commercially, financially, and just so many other reasons to prevent anything a HiT Toys gotten rid of. So what was on store shelves would have been, of course, put on sale to make way for the new stock that Fisher Price would have been bringing in that 2010 financial year. So it just makes me wonder if there's just a warehouse somewhere, just TrackMaster stuff just languishing, just collecting dust, just waiting and wanting. Since it is very interesting when you'll see on eBay how someone seemingly just has all this new in-box merchandise, whether it be Thomas or some other brand that's been discontinued for the better part of a decade or 2 decades, and yet it's all in mint pristine condition. It's like either they bought that in stores and just put it in their closet for the best part of a decade and forgot about it, or we used to work there or cleaning some warehouse or just something. It just makes you curious, like, what happens to all this excess stock that just doesn't get sold? Just makes you think. Well, where to buy? Not a lot of places, to be honest, but I really doubt you need a whole lot, especially since this was the age with online shopping. I mean, eBay was quite common too at this time as well, and of course, all these shops would have had websites too at the time as well. Yeah, definitely the age of e-commerce that was emerging during this time as well. Instruction manuals. Now, this might be a little more interesting to those who care about TrackMaster and trains and Thomas instead of, financial. Oh, never mind, non-existent anymore. Oh, that's a shame. I thought the instructions surely still existed. Oh, that is a pity. Right, there's about TrackMaster and TrackMaster left, and then that's about left all to see on this website. I suppose we'll look at TrackMaster first. Explore the world of TrackMaster. Now the story's in their hands. TrackMaker Designs. Choose any set combination below to view your TrackMaster plans. Now, for those of you who don't know, HiT Toys had this very interesting thing where you can make like digital track plans. So I use Miro, which is like just basically like a fancy like team board creation thing. You put images and text and yada yada yada. And this is kind of like a preliminary design of that. So you can do like all this different stuff, add to this layout, change out pieces, you can add stuff. Let's see, Tidmus Sheds plus Brendam Docks, and let's see what else you can. Tidmus Sheds, Brendam Docks plus expansion set. I mean, how crazy can I get with this? How much can I add? I do quite appreciate, too, how Thomas the Tidmus Sheds, it's the same signpost design that's used on the buffer stops. I mean, this is just quite nicely designed overall. And then you can go back to TrackMaker Home or Print Track Design. So I feel this is quite the useful tool for, like, you're a little kid and you're struggling to visually see in your mind the ideas. And so like this like helps like little people just like just get a better idea like what they can build with their TrackMaster layouts. And also if they don't own said pieces, they can then aspire to then get these pieces at the next time they go to the store or their birthday or Christmas or yada yada yada. It's interesting to see all different designs that even the people behind this running the show could come up with. Even a couple of these I'm like, ooh, I want to build some of these. See how it turns out, the functionality of it. With 2 engines, to be quite the excellent derby course, since there'd be a small chance of every time an engine went along this track, with the engine going around here, there'd be a nice chance for a good old crash. Alright, we'll go back to TrackMaker Home. Arguably, Tidmus Sheds one's most interesting to play around with. And they don't have any of the other big ones. I mean, they got all the basic starter sets like Thomas at the Station, Soder Lumberyard, Hard at Work. Oh, that's quite interesting. They say motorized salty. Excuse me, that's Skarloey. Oh, load lumber on the cargo truck. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's not salty, my dear chap. That's Skarloey. Does this one say Skarloey? Does this also say? No, they did Skarloey so dirty. Oh my gosh, that's awful. That's criminal. So this is salty Thomas and Thomas, I see. Alright, that's okay. You know, out of respect for Skarloey, we're going to click on the motorized. Well, I was going to do random docs, but no, out of guilt for Skarloey, we're going to do the Skarloey one now. Alright, so this is a basic set, of course, obviously. So their lumberyard, the buffer stuff, the points, and yada yada yada. Lumberyard at the station. Yeah, that's pretty basic. Lumberyard at the station plus expansion set. Okay. What else do they have here? Lumberyard plus Brendam Docks. Lumberyard, Brendam Docks expansion set. Lumberyard plus Timoth Sheds. Interesting. Well, the other thing we just saw that. Lumberyard, Timoth Sheds expansion set. Oh, they should have included the cranky one as well. Hard at work at Brendam Docks. But yeah, a neat little feature. Now, the potential for this is quite interesting. Since imagine for a moment, if you'll just humor me, that they had all the TrackMaster sets and you could just layer all of them on. Now that would be very interesting. So that means like Knepford Station, the Diesel Works relay destinations they did with later Fisher-Price, Misty Island, the Snow Track stuff, the coal stations, just everything was on the table. That would have been quite interesting to see. Although there was one last tab to explore, and that being about TrackMaster. And if memory serves me correct, this is mostly for a parents kind of thing to explain what is TrackMaster. So yeah, there it is about TrackMaster, and it's quite the read-through actually. It's not terribly lengthy, but there's quite a bit to consider here. News, Great Discovery, Date with Thomas, Engine Talk 101 for Mom and Dad. Yeah, there's a full article here too, Puff and Play with Your Child. I mean, this is very much like the parents part of the website where I dare say a youngster wouldn't quite dare venture. But I would say frequently asked questions about TrackMaster. Even I find this kind of helpful. Because it's not like I can just like email HiT Toys or Fisher-Price anymore. I mean, TrackMaster as an entire brand is discontinued now. So the fact to still have access to this with frequently asked questions of the same people who owned this stuff a decade and a half ago is an invaluable resource to me a decade and a half later, all very much older, and having questions about, hey, what do I do with this train from a decade and a half ago from my childhood that's blinking red at me? It doesn't know what to do. Just very helpful in that aspect. So even with the old Tomy Blue system, I mean, just they thought of everything. And I like how they use Edward and different engines and track pieces to like signify and showcase like how this affects your layout, how this affects the engines, and yada yada yada. So just very, very helpful information overall. And I'll say that's the entire thing I have to say with this website. It's helpful, fun, and just like it's just a nice little website to explore, just take a trip back in time, because it's all functioning for the most part, besides the videos area. It's not broken. It's just a nice little trip back in time, and you might find out something you never knew before about TrackMaster. So, all in all, quite the fun journey to explore around this website. But I've been recording footage for at least half an hour by this point, at the very least. So, I would argue it's high time for me to probably wrap this video up. But I am curious to see if this Engine Talk 101 article for Mom and Dad is still out. Yep, there it is, since it's embedded with the website. And again, a very helpful thing for grandparents or parents or family relatives, cousins who want to understand the Thompson Friends lingo, so to speak. I mean, it's got cab, chuff, coaches, cow catchers, tender, weesh. I mean, it all covers all the basic, and they cover it quite well too. So it's just like, wow, they really cared. Actually, they wanted to make like their customers are valued, and they're there to help them navigate the world of Sodor. So very good all in all, I have to say. But as I mentioned, it is most definitely time to wrap up this video. One day, hopefully, maybe Mattel will wake up and will return to something like this, where an entire merchandise line has its own specific dedicated website. Perhaps one day, but I very much doubt it. But I'm very much glad this website still exists for us to visit back upon and step through the looking glass, so to speak.